Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. Today we're going to be going over toughness. Now, as Buccaneer fans, we have seen Jameis Winston get mauled by defenders for 5 years. We've gone through some years of having a subpar offensive line, so according to a great many talking heads and media personalities, keeping Brady upright in 2020 should be of great concern for Buccaneer fans. I guess they're going with the assumption that the Buccaneers' offensive line is just not that great. They look at stats from last year and say, geez, Brady is going to get killed behind that offensive line. Now, according to Pro Football Outsiders, the Patriots' offensive line was 5th best in pass protection in 2019, while the Buccaneers' offensive line was rated 22nd. Tom Brady was only sacked 28 times last year, while Jameis Winston was sacked 47 times. The Patriots gave up 55 pressures, while the Buccaneers gave up 60. Winston was hit 54 times, while Brady was hit 37. Now, you add that all together, and it sounds like a recipe for disaster, right? Well, as I've said in the podcast, I think our offensive line in 2019 was above average. And I think that in 2020, they will be a top 10 or top 5 offensive line. Now, why do I say that? Let's take a look at some of these sacks of Jameis Winston. From my watching and analyzing, I would say that a large percentage of the sacks were due to running backs missing blocks, backup linemen, Winston running into sacks, tight ends missing blocks, etc., stuff like that. It's not all about the offensive linemen. As a matter of fact, a large proportion of their stuff was not the lineman's fault. Now, in this instance here, you're going to see Dare Ogunbowale just totally whiffs on his block, allowing for a sack of Jameis Winston. Right there. See, here's Dare. Here's the guy he was supposed to block. He's going straight for Winston. And of course, Winston does what Winston normally does, is he steps up into defenders. And again, on this play, you're going to see Dare miss the block of this guy coming through. Well, he got steamrolled is what happened. If we look at it from the end zone angle, you'll be able to see that Ali Marpet, this guy, thinks that Ryan Jensen is going to block him, but Ryan Jensen is being held. This is a common technique by defenders. They will grab the center or lineman and pull this away, opening up a hole. Now, Dare, his responsibility is to block anybody coming up the middle, anybody coming through the line. Well, he gets steamrolled on this play, as you will see. See right there? You can see right here the guy pulling Jensen, creating a hole for this guy to run straight up in. Now, Dare is supposed to come over here and block it, but he just gets steamrolled. Again, this has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the offensive line. This play is supposed to be a screen pass to this outside receiver. On this play, all the linemen let their defenders go through, do a little quick chip block, and then they run out here and they're supposed to block these guys. Winston is immediately supposed to step back and throw it to this guy immediately. No hesitations. But watch what he does instead. Right there, pump fakes. Then he does another one. Then he brings it down. And he ends up fumbling the ball. That has nothing to do with the offensive line. Again, you'll see all the offensive linemen release their guys, and they go out this way. Jameis Winston, however, does not get rid of the ball in time. Again, on this play, you're going to see Ronald Jones run out, and he doesn't block this guy who comes running in. This is a really weird play. Then Ronald Jones realizes he missed the assignment, turns around, goes back to block this guy. This guy has a free shot on Jameis Winston, but instead he turns around and goes out to cover Ronald Jones. Well, that in turn, when Winston sees this guy coming in, he freaks out and starts scrambling around, and of course it ends up in a disaster. Again, this has nothing to do with the offensive line. I mean, there's no way they can block like this. Now, the reason why I'm pointing all this out is because I want it to be seen. You can see here, he's supposed to be blocking that guy or going out for a check down pass. Instead, it turns into a disaster. And then Jameis Winston just freaks out and scrambles and gets destroyed, fumbles the ball, blah, blah, blah. It has nothing to do with the offensive line. Now, I could go on and on about the offensive line and Jameis Winston because I think that the offensive line got a really bad reputation, but it wasn't their fault. Now, there's a number of things wrong with thinking that Brady is going to get killed behind our offensive line based on the numbers. If you watch Tom Brady, he gets hit a lot, and he gets hit hard. I mean, in this play right here, he gets destroyed, but he gets the ball out. And that's kind of one of the issues. Brady is fantastic at getting rid of the ball. It's not like Brady is standing in a perfect pocket, not getting touched. I mean, he gets hit, and he gets hit hard. Tom Brady is tougher than your average quarterback. He took some big hits last year and bounced up from every single one of them. In his 20-year quarterback career, he has only missed 15 games due to injury, and that was in 2008 when he missed the whole season after tearing his ACL in week 1. Oh, Brady, get rid of it. Boom, man. Now, that's 4% games missed due to injury for Winston. I'm sorry. In contrast, Jameis Winston missed 3 games due to injury in his first 5-year career. That's 4% games missed due to injury for Winston and 5% games missed due to injury for Brady. Now, Brady has spent years working on making his body as tough and resilient as possible. His diet and workout routines are both designed, oh, bam! They're both designed to help him heal quickly from injuries. And of course, those numbers are skewed. Boom, Brady, watch out. Head on a swivel there, buddy. Now, those numbers are skewed, too, because they don't consider the style of play of each quarterback. As you can see, Brady will throw the ball more often than not when he is under pressure. As I pointed out in my first video of this series about pocket presence, Jameis Winston would move out of the pocket anytime he sensed pressure or even phantom pressure. Man, Brady takes a lot of hits. Let's look at this one real quick. Oh, my goodness. Oh! Jameis Winston had happy feet. Now, Brady rarely moves out of the pocket. He keeps his body adjusted so that he is protected. Man, he got destroyed there. He keeps his body adjusted so that he's protected by his offensive lineman. Oof. If you look closely, you'll see that when Brady is pressured, he'll move around in the pocket to where he can find an angle where his lineman can protect him for enough time to chunk the ball. Brady, when he senses pressure, will rarely try to outrun it. Instead, he'll throw the ball or tuck and protect the ball. Usually oh man, that was a suplex. I got to watch that one again. Man, I don't know how he got up from this one. I mean, that's just straight up WWE right there. Ooh, boom! Wow. My goodness. Bam! But normally Brady will throw the ball when he's got pressure coming. But as you can see, oh man, I mean, he took a lot of hits last year. A lot. And this just goes on and on and on. And look at that. He gets bent right backwards on that play. I don't know how the guy survived that one. That was pretty tough. And here's Brady right here. He gets bent totally backwards on this play. Oh, my goodness. So, bam. Yeah, so it's not like the Patriots offensive line just gave Brady a clean. See right there, he got rid of the pocket. He saw this guy coming, and he just throws it. He just gets rid of it. I mean, he's not trying to outmaneuver this guy. This guy comes blazing straight up right at Brady, and Brady just gets rid of it. He does that almost all the time, but like I said, it's not like Brady gets a clean pocket all day long where he just sits back there. He's just so good at getting rid of the ball and protecting the ball. So, is he tough? Yeah, Tom Brady is tough. You don't play in the league for 20 years and only miss one season due to injury. Other than that, he's never missed a game. Now, Jameis Winston has missed a few plays due to injury, a couple of games, not a whole lot though. So if we were to say who is tougher, I want to give it to Tom Brady just because he's been in the league. Oh, don't do it, Brady. Oh, my goodness. Yeesh. Let's watch this hit again. You have to excuse my video. I've had problems with my computer graphic-wise. I'm trying to get it fixed. So look at this. So he just gets clobbered. Boom. But Brady has been, for 20 years, he has been playing. And he's tough. I mean, he bounces right back. You never see him laying on the ground. He plays complete games. He doesn't sit out for injury. That's just incredible. And as you can see, Brady takes hits. He takes hits. Now, he'll stand back there all day long if you let him. But if you come at him, he's going to get rid of the ball. But even though Brady has played for 20 years and has only missed one season basically due to injury, Jameis Winston has taken a lot of hits too. Now, even though a lot of them have been his fault and not necessarily the offensive line's fault, he's taken a beating. So when it comes to toughness, man, I really want to give it to Brady just because he's been playing for 20 years, but I'm going to give it a tie. I'm going to give it a tie for both guys because Jameis Winston has played through a lot of injuries and he has gotten mauled, though I do think that a lot of his mauling has been his own fault. Definitely not the offensive line's fault as much as people like to think. But I do believe that this year the offensive line will be at least top 10, most likely a top 5, and it's due to Tom Brady's style of play. So to wrap it all up, the offensive line is not as bad as people think it is. The offensive line is going to protect Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to get the ball out quicker, more decisively, so it's going to make the offensive line look good. Now, who is tougher? It's got to be a tie. I want to give it to Brady. Ooh, that was a big one. I want to give it to Brady, but you got to give Jameis Winston props for playing injured and getting hit as much as he has. So we'll call this one a tie, guys. Now stay tuned for the next video in this series coming up. It's the last one. It's going to be on accuracy. Check it out. It should be up in a couple of days. Until next time, go Bucs.